Welcome to Tzu Chi This Week. I'm Mary Lee. It's good to have you with us. Coming up in this week's program, Malaysia Tzu Chi volunteers are helping the less fortunate Hindu care recipients celebrate the festival of Diwali. Philippine Tzu Chi volunteers are returning to San Mateo to collect donations from disaster victims that want to reciprocate their love. And Xiamen Tzu Chi volunteers in China are visiting tuition aid students and helping them clean up their home. Selangor of Malaysia, to thank Tzu Chi volunteers for their educational assistance, students of the Sungai Ringchin Tamil Primary School decided to perform a dance and drama to entertain Tzu Chi's Hindu care recipients as a way to bring the atmosphere of the traditional Hindu New Year, Diwali, to them. Diwali translates to row of lamps, as the festival involves lighting small clay lamps filled with oil, signaling the triumph of good over evil. Here's more.
At Tzu Chi's distribution site, students from Sungai Ringchin Tamil Primary School are rehearsing their dance to better bring the festive atmosphere of Diwali to Hindu care recipients.
Poor people, so
they are poor, so we plan on entertaining them with our dance.
With our dance.
Among the students, 6th grader Priya Harshini is a receiver of Tzu Chi scholarship. Though she's young, she realized that she can make a contribution with her performance.
If I have another chance, I will perform a better dance. I never received applause from so many people.
Since 2008, Tzu Chi volunteers have provided new shoe scholarships to these students. One teacher was moved by Tzu Chi's help, and after learning that Tzu Chi was looking for an MC who can speak Tamil, she volunteered to help.
Whatever I'm asking her, she will help me. So I think it's my duty and I have to help her. 2 weeks time, we prepare the dance and also the drama.
The drama is to be performed in a common tongue and culture, so its messages can be received by everyone in the audience.
Eating vegetarian makes you healthy.
To promote vegetarianism, the volunteers prepare Hindu vegetarian cuisine. Again, the volunteers' thoughtfulness impresses Ms. Lachumai.
I want them to see the poor people here, so maybe they will have the feeling to help them. Another opportunity for them to see the volunteers here, so maybe they will be inspired by them to do better things in future.
With the distribution, Tzu Chi volunteers help these poor families to enjoy this time before the holidays, as well as help the students realize that it is easy to make contributions.
In Malaysia, with local Hindus planning to celebrate the festival Diwali on November 13th, Tzu Chi volunteers first conducted a distribution on October 14th to help the Tamil Bukit Dara Primary School located in Selangor, Sungai Buloh. To reciprocate Tzu Chi's support, the school launched a charity campaign and donated all the money to Tzu Chi on the day of the distribution.
Happy Diwali!
In Malaysia, Tzu Chi volunteers have helped students at the Tamil Bukit Dara Primary School for the past 4 years by providing them with food, transportation and after-school classes. Therefore, the school decided to reciprocate.
Tzu
Chi helps our students a lot. To thank Tzu Chi, our teachers and staff joined in on Tzu Chi's recycling activities. Students are also taught how to collect and sort recyclables.
Practicing recycling can motivate students to keep the school clean and also gives them a chance to learn how to sort recyclables.
Other than practicing recycling, teachers and students also take part in a donation campaign. Students are happy to donate to help others. My allowance is 200 cents, and I put 60 cents into the coin bank. I am happy to help others.
Important thing is they must know how to give. Don't always take, then only we also be happy. Because we always remind them the assembly ground. We all must help the other people, not only our school, other people. Many people are very poor.
On the day of distribution, teachers offer the collected money and recyclables to the volunteers. Parents without stable incomes also register to be volunteers.
The donation is not much. However, as Tzu Chi volunteers, we are happy and moved to see that the whole school has participated in the Bamboo Coin Bank campaign.
A ripple of kindness spreads as teachers and parents become inspired to do good deeds.
Continuing in Malaysia, medical staff in Tzu Chi Dialysis Center in Penang started home visits in 2008. Earlier this year, Cho Ming-ju was diagnosed with high blood pressure and high blood glucose level. But thanks to her nurse and the persistence of her husband, she was finally able to control her sickness.
Dizziness and lightheadedness. I've heard people say these are symptoms of high blood pressure.
Cho Ming-ju's checkup report shows that she has protein and blood in her urine, the result of her not taking care of her diabetes and high blood pressure.
I will go on walks with her, go out walking about and exercising a little.
Cho's husband, a patient at Penang's Tzu Chi Dialysis Center, watches over his wife's daily habits, knowing the pain of depending on dialysis to survive. Zhou Yongyuan does not want his wife to follow in his footsteps, so besides exercising with her, he cooks her meals to change her eating habits.
They said not to eat too much rice. Rice contains sugar, and I should watch my blood glucose level, so I should eat more vegetables.
At the beginning, Cho Ming-ju was reluctant to change her ways, but after the detailed care of a Tzu Chi hospital nurse, she relented.
If the medicine is to be taken in the morning, I'll draw a sun. The ones for nighttime, I'll draw a moon. This way, it's easier for her to remember when to take what.
Protecting the health of others, Tzu Chi hospital nurse used their hearts to melt the stubbornness of even the toughest patients. Moving to the Philippines, in San Mateo of Rizal Province, Tzu Chi volunteers have not left in spirit since the work relief program in September. After that time, locals have started to make donations to their coin bank. And on October 7th, Tzu Chi volunteers returned to collect the donations. Over 400 residents stopped by with their coin banks.
In September, Tzu Chi volunteers launched a 3-day work relief program to help the residents in San Mateo, Rizal of the Philippines to clean up their community. Those residents across the bridge in Marikina City also came to help their neighbors. Although the event ended, the love felt throughout the event has gone on. Those same residents who were once victims have become helpers as everyone carries a coin bank filled with coins to donate.
I didn't hesitate to donate money because I know that the money will be put to good use and as it is to help people in need.
Making daily donations to her coin bank, as the Lida Arellano is shocked that she is able to save equal to 1 day of her pay in just a month's time.
Before I put it in the bank, I would say a prayer. This is for needy people like me who are also in need of help.
454 residents stopped by the donation collection event, and in total, everyone donated around $347. One of the community leaders also lent a helping hand.
Before, I just stayed at home doing housework. Now, I am out helping others in my community.
Tzu Chi's lasting impression can be seen not only in the clean streets, but also through the actions of residents.
After the severe flooding in Australia in 2011, the mayor of Ipswich City got to know Tzu Chi. Recently, he visited Taiwan to learn more about Tzu Chi's mission. And on October 18th, he arrived in Hualien. In the afternoon, he visited care recipients with volunteers. During home visitations, the mayor learned how volunteers interacted with care recipients, and he was also impressed by the recipients' willingness to reciprocate.
Grandma Shi makes a living by sewing finger cuts and leads a frugal lifestyle. Before, she always refused Tzu Chi's cash. In their conversation, the mayor and councillor of Ipswich City, Australia, then let Grandma Shi save money from her coffee budget in order to help people.
At work next week, and every time I feel like coffee, I look at this. No coffee.
that's a small sacrifice. When I've seen what I've seen today, what that lady taught me today is the true value of life, that you don't need all that coffee to survive, and there are other things that you can put that money to that will make someone's life a lot better.
In 2011, flooding affected Australia, and Tzu Chi's helping hand left the mayor with a positive impression. So he is coming to Taiwan to learn more about Tzu Chi's missions. 70-year-old Mrs. Liu takes care of her mother-in-law and husband who stays in the hospital. Her devotion was even recognized by the government. Tzu Chi volunteers continuously care for Mrs. Liu's needs in hopes to improve her living conditions.
Tzu Chi Foundation and the organisation and the people, you know what they do. I think that they give people strength. They take people who need a little bit of a hand in life and they lift them up. And that lifting up gives them so much strength that they become a person on their own strength.
In Taiwan, the mayor follows Tzu Chi volunteers in visiting care recipients on a fruitful trip that reminds him to seize time to do good deeds.
In Taiwan, Tzu Chi care recipient Mr. Wu of Tainan suffers from impaired vision and reduced mobility. One of his legs is amputated while the other is burned by boiling water. Wu lives in a section of a demolished traditional courtyard house where sun and rain seeps through the roof. Tzu Chi volunteers help clean his home and fix a canopy on his roof to shield the house from the elements.
Mr. Wu lives alone. His one leg is amputated while the other leg was burned by boiling water. His wound is covered with medical gauze. Although fire ants are creeping on his leg, he does not feel a thing.
It is mainly a skin problem and diabetes.
Mr. Wu lives in the remaining part of a demolished traditional courtyard house. There is no shelter from the weather outside, and the canvas which the volunteers had put up last time had already been blown away. This time, Tzu Chi volunteers brought equipment to install a tin rooftop.
I would like to thank all you Tzu Chi volunteers for your care and kindness. What is most important is how to move forward from here.
Seeing the condition that he lives in, it is unimaginable what kind of life he leads. I feel truly blessed that I have a great family and that I am able to give. We have to appreciate, cherish, and cultivate blessings.
The cleaned environment came with a new outlook on life, and Mr. Wu is determined to live his life positively in the future.
In China, when Tzu Chi volunteers in Xiamen pay visits to the homes of scholarship recipients at the start of the new school semester, they came across the home of two siblings and their grandfather. The mother of the children passed away when the children were still in elementary school, and the father suffers from mental illness, leaving only their 76-year-old grandfather to take care of them. Therefore, Tzu Chi volunteers decided to help clean up their home and give them a comfortable living environment in which to start the new school year.
Here, the living room is also the kitchen, and the room around the corner is filled with various cast-offs. In fact, there is only enough space for the bed on which the senior and his grandchildren sleep. Seeing the mess, Tzu Chi volunteers decided to help clean up. Everyone is ready to clean up in hopes of giving the children and their grandpa a clean and comfortable living environment. These siblings also help out with cleaning the dishes, and helping out next to them is a 76-year-old volunteer.
I don't feel tired at all. The more I do, the better I feel.
80-year-old Lü Meihua is rinsing out the cleaning rags that were used to clean. Even when speaking to the volunteers, her hands don't stop in their task.
I am really happy to be a part of this today. I am glad that I am able to help out at my age, so I am very happy. I am grateful to Master Zheng Yan and grateful to the Buddha.
Tzu Chi volunteers put clean sheets on the grandpa's bed and bring in a new bed for the granddaughter to sleep on. With the help of the Tzu Chi volunteers, the house is given a new look, and now a fresh, clean and comfortable living environment is at hand for the family to enjoy.
Staying in Xiamen, when the principal of Xinqu Middle School first met Tzu Chi in 2009, he was deeply inspired by Tzu Chi's humanitarian spirit. In preparation for the school's Confucius Day ceremony, Tzu Chi volunteers were invited to teach the students sign language and how to serve tea. Through the rehearsals, students realized the importance of filial piety.
The Confucius Day ceremony reinforces the principle of respect towards teachers. The students of Xinqu Middle School show their respect and gratitude as they place chairs on the stage for their teachers to sit on in an orderly manner. The students then pay tribute to their teachers by serving them tea. Through their actions, the teachers can feel the message of respect being spoken.
When I saw the students kneel down in front of me, I was so moved. We have never had this type of ceremony before, but today I really feel that my 3 years of hard work was all worthwhile.
I have never served tea to a teacher before. I was really moved. As a thanks to my teacher, I will study hard from now on.
Our teachers put in a lot of effort to teach us. We must be more diligent in our studies in return.
Under the guidance of Tzu Chi volunteers, the students perform sign language to convey the message of filial piety. The lyrics of the kneeling lamp are embedded with deep sentiments, and the students' gratitude towards their parents is plain to see in their sign language performance.
Tzu Chi volunteers visited Guangxi Medical University and Masan Middle School to distribute scholarships. However, they first had to conduct home visits, which were in remote villages. The volunteers divided into 7 groups, and every group faced a rugged journey as they carried blessings to the students' homes.
Conducting home visitations is no easy task, as Tzu Chi volunteers have to drive on rocky roads for 1.5 hours. In some parts, they even have to walk. When the volunteers come to the Tan's home, the student's father talks about the stress of raising his family.
With your support, I will work harder.
Here at Yan Shuang's home, her mother plants peppers to support the family. However, her stomach problem makes her less productive. Although the walls of Wei Xiao's house are plain, his certificates are the best decorations he could have as far as his grandmother is concerned. The volunteers encourage him to show his gratitude. Tzu Chi understands that education brings hope to children, so they visit Guangxi Medical University, as well as Masan Middle School, to distribute scholarships, with students realizing that they are loved and blessed.
Still in China, Kunshan Tzu Chi volunteers joined hands with the local Environmental Protection Bureau in promoting recycling. This time, the volunteers arrived at Jinguyuan community, since the community's garbage presently goes straight to the dump without any sorting. Through the event, volunteers hope to educate the local residents on the importance of sorting their garbage.
Early in the morning, Kunshan local residents start up their day with a Tzu Chi sign language song. Kunshan Tzu Chi volunteers and the local Environmental Protection Bureau joined together, hoping to turn the Jingguyuan community into an eco-friendly community.
The garbage from Jingguyuan community will go straight to the dump and will not be sorted in any way. Therefore, it is important that the residents here start to sort their garbage.
To many of the local residents, recycling is something they are unfamiliar with. However, waste can actually be turned into useful things, such as cleaning agents made from fruit peels.
Before, we didn't know how to make these cleaning agents, but after attending the event, we now know how to make them and so try not to waste anything.
I am afraid of the normal cleaning agents because they will harm the skin. A cleaning agent made from fruit peels can clean things and also protect our skin. I will introduce this to my other friends.
In the future, during Recycling Day, the volunteers will also set up a health booth, hoping to safeguard residents' health while promoting the benefits of recycling.
On October 16th, the 7th Taipei In-Style Fashion Show officially opened at the Taipei World Trade Center Nangang Exhibition Hall. The three-day fashion show invited exhibitors around Asia in hopes of promoting Taiwan's textile technology and design concepts in the international arena. The theme in this year's fashion show was eco-fashion.
Uniquely cut garments with vintage elements are modeled at the 2012 Taipei In-Style Fashion Show. The menswear of dye technology features comfort, fashion, and the integration of humanity and frugality. Dye technology is promoting fashion garments made from recyclables, which are designed by 9 budding designers.
The features of dye technology are frugality, elegance, and modesty, all values that are taught by Master Zheng Yan. We hope to create a new trend of eco-friendly fashion.
The garments in front of us have a Chinese influence, and these garments are inspired by the shape of urns, expanding the horizons of the textile industry.
An urn represents the idea of frugality. As in the old days, we used to preserve vegetables or fruits in urns, so the designer fashioned the garments based on that shape.
30% of raw materials on these brand-name sports shirts are from recycled coffee grounds.
We are glad to see many brand-name companies changing their business strategies. They used to focus on market share or price, but now they also care about carbon emissions, eco-friendly processing, and energy.
The 2012 Taipei In-Style Fashion Show also exhibits an indigenous fashion style and is a great opportunity to see eco-friendly fashion at its best.
The International Buddhist Items Crafts Fair is held from October 19th to October 22nd in Xiamen, China. There are around 4,200 exhibition booths and is held at the same space as the Vegetarian Food Fair and Xiamen Tea Fair. Have a good weekend. See you next week.